sort of playing around the game of, okay, well, where are they going to come from? Okay, now we have this idea. The Pocket ADS goes down. The E1D comes out, hoping they swing for it as they drop the Banshee and sort of try and push and prod. But look at Nesk on the opposite side as well. They're going for a very split push here across the top floor, making sure that as soon as the swing comes from one side, here's Nesk ready to get it on the other. Nesk gets both shepherded round the back of Lumber and fed to a patient man.
Now we'll start to open up here as Moringa will be able to get the kill down onto Philippebox. The perfect start here for Liquid as they grab 3 kills to start it off with. Only leave it in the hands of Files and Reps to potentially bring this round back into an MIBR controlled round situation. 65 seconds left. There is plenty of time for Liquid to try and play this out to the best of their abilities and attack from multiple different angles to reduce the opportunity and reduce the risk that the smoke can bring.
Down here now, Raps is the next that's under a lot of pressure as he tries to pull back into the VIP section and put his feet up. He's currently quite alone though as Nesk finds another, locking off for a triple kill alone in the VIP as the E1D screams in the sky. There's really not much you can do at this point. They're all over and you're not even in sight. You take one with a hell of a swing there, Raps, and drop around the back towards the brown stairs to see if you can find the second, but they've slipped their way through. Nesk with a 4K. Oh, he's still playing like he was yesterday. And if you're MIBR, you're kind of concerned right now. Probably ones that are used to it in a kin. C4 pops. Doesn't quite get the full drop that was otherwise wanted or expected, but you've still got that impact that might be able to finish off something from underneath. It's, again, a dangerous big bout of soft floor, and whilst Filippo is underneath there, if he can get this angle, if he can get this strike before it's too late, well, too late might come really soon. There it is, the first in their hand, the first in the body, and with only 5 seconds left, Liquid are suddenly finding themselves on a back foot covered. The plant, they get it down, and the backside of Pillars is now the last confrontation, drops away at the worst possible time and puts us into this 1 versus 1. Background Zulu side. Heads himself down this central corridor. He's waiting for a little bit of a give. He is well aware that Sexy Cake knows he's played off and repositioned himself. Drop behind the box, pre-fires! They need to, if they want to. It's very dangerous. There it goes, and it drops. Nest doesn't get the confirmed kill, but look at where they are holding on the top. They've just hopped up onto the split. They're still playing under the skylight, looking for the kill, and Raps finds it, and finds the second.
Moringa and Sexy Cake, all that's left here for Liquid as the game slows down just a tiny bit with the 30 seconds there are left. We'll find out where Moringa is playing due to the camera being up, and as he tries to come up from the brown stairs, surely will be exposing himself to multiple angles as soon as he does. Perhaps picks up yet another one. He will be down. He's not allowed to go for 4, but 18 seconds at 3v1. Moringa, you have to make God's work here if you want to make sure that this one goes to Liquid. As the shots are coming in, he will be taken care of by Philippebox. All the way from Pillars, prone underneath the ankle holes. And MIBR, they win their first defensive round.
Split of the Pillars either way. There's a lot of places to punish you, and Lukid almost does get punished. He's able to slip by and suddenly finds himself right in the mix in the middle of all of the Liquid players. And E1D pops out to kind of go, hang on a second, we can't let him get too much further. He goes past the buck, though, and is still unaware. Slips even deeper. Lukid's going on a massive adventure all the way outside. He's going to see if he can get this body, and the fact he slipped through and couldn't just secure the kill, it gives Nesk the initiative to get the cover, and it was a big, bold play, but unfortunately punished. Unfortunately, no success for the stealth play, and falls. He locks off the door, but Liquid have one more round, one more body, and one more. Have a little bit of an impact when it matters, and here's another situation. Nesk is separated and doesn't really care. Takes the first fight and digs himself deeper and deeper. That allows the rest of this Liquid push to take. You can see Parlu's on the split, potentially ready to try and open the double window, looking towards VIP as the hot pings come around. They're looking at coat check too. The bounce grenade around the corner. Filippo is shepherded into a trickier situation, but until there's a little bit more pressure, it seems like they're going to still wait for the encroaching Parlu, who is now opened. That double door is now still trying to be that other split, because if they can take this frag, then they've opened up an entire corner of this ground floor. It's up to Lukid to offer some support here.
Yeah, they know that he's in there right now in Kojak, but Paolo also knows that the other angle needs to be checked. Nesk is coming around the corner. We'll be getting that kill. Now they just need to get the one right here into the dining tables, into the bar. And as PSK picks up a kill, the diffuser will go down. Reps will drop as well. It's only up to Lukit now. He picks up one to start it off with, but needs to find 4 more, and we'll find neither. It's Sexy Cake with the final kill.
Hand over the territory. They still have that spot in that opening with 2 C4s underneath if they want to, but Palu is going to dig his way down the back of Pillar, try and take out those bodies that are otherwise directly underneath. Catches one as they turn tail, but Lukit in the meantime hopped out 2 sets of windows, 2 stories, probably broken ankle, but got a kill on the way. They have lost their hard destruction. They have lost their usual route through onto the site, and they've also lost the hands on the diffuser. The kit is cold in the snow outside. And as the Russian temperatures bring it to a bit of a freeze, it's down to the Brazilian heat to see if they can make sure that it cooks back up. The twin push here. PSK down the back of White, and the pressure that's going to come on Brown. Filippo is the next that's currently in the sight line, but he has a lot of utility to back him up here. Probably going to try and burn some of that. The flashes come through. They realize it's not as solid as they thought, so the ping comes around. The C4 gets dropped, and there's the confrontation. Filippo wins it out, sticks in, can't take the next. Palu is all down to you to see if you can pick up 2 more kills, get a 4K for the round, and the 5th for Liquid here drifts across the door, trying to find that first bite and sees a sliver over the top of the kitchen. He is wanting a full taste and is going to make sure that he has a smoother entrance with only 10 seconds. He cannot get anything more than kills at this point. Can't get the first, goes and looks for the second, drops some bullets. They're playing a very coy game as they're either side. He is finding himself in the middle of a dangerous yet potentially delicious sandwich, popped by the first. Luke has been the big blow and cost now because they know they have to try and drive themselves as hard, heavy, and fast as they can through the openings that they otherwise have. That is not an easy game Filippo is playing, and the above hold from Moringa is what is about to punish them. The grenade goes round, doesn't quite catch. 50 seconds, another swing, another swan. They're going to be looking at those smokes in the pocket and thinking, we need to start coming up with an idea, because Sexy Cake's idea is this. Hey man, get out of my bakery. Takes the first, the drone slips by, and now 40 seconds, MIBR have got to take this.
Gotta take this indeed, but the man advantage is here for Liquid. The prep is basically being locked off, so they will be forced to move through the wall that they have opened up. As the fire comes in from the Capitao, and Raps will be able to pick up a kill as well. That's a double right now, and MIBR yet again find themselves in a man advantage.
They were able to slip that body that was above prep, and now they give themselves that route, that entrance. Nesk, he wants to dig his way up red here and try and catch them on the back line. They're watching for this rotation, though. That's a big firefight that's going to happen closer to the time, and they can't quite. They do get it. Palu, though, finds the C4, and they put the diffuser down cold. 2 seconds, 1 second. PSK scratches the man away.
But the X-Scar's just not covered off by the Mew Gemmers.
PSK is under intense amounts of pressure, trying to keep his cool inside the back of the freezer and see what else can buy him. Nesk is looking underneath, looking for that dangerous C4 they can play, but as Falls takes care of PSK, Raps digs up the back of this staircase. They might not know how close Palu is or how aggressive he wants to be. Lukit has a bit of cover, has the drop, has a double handed to him there in that situation as Moringa is taken care of. Raps is concerned about the cover, and it is coming, but a little too late. It's Nesk, though. And he wants to take this close with the shotgun popped out. They fall and pull away. 20 seconds. They realize they want to put the pressure onto the side itself. They're stacked up on the other side by the door of reading. Nesk has found himself with 3 different situations. There's the man above, though, as he takes care of the first, pulls himself back. 15 seconds. Goes for the second. Catches him as he pulls away. Cleaned up in laundry, and now it's 10 seconds. He finds it as well. Nesk!
Why are you not allowed to do that, Nesk? What a clutch that is! And they put him on match point here.
Suddenly MIBR on the outside, the back foot. Sexy Cake's dropped on the ground. Lukid, though, he's in a bit of a hot box here on the top of the stairs. Tries to take the fight as he drifts past Palu, but Palu's not giving up the cigar shop as of yet. There are pings on the down body. They're well aware, and they're saying, look, there he is, take him. Okay, Reduct finds one more for the trouble. The cover, I think that might have been from, no, it was all the way from the opposite side on the east windows. Reduct was able to take care of Palu. Must have tried to rotate his way back round across the new balk, and instead found, no, it was a Fate inside the cigar shops. Hell of a take from the opposite side of the map. The open window you see there on the split, and with 40 seconds, they suddenly found themselves in a man advantage.
Yes, but Nesk is still alive. I think we have to put it up like that now. He managed to get a 1v3 clutch the last time around. Let's see how impactful he will be this time. As the pressure is coming down from the cocktail balcony, from the skyline as he drops the diffuser! Again, Nesk with a huge play. PSK picks up one. There's 2 members left of an MIBR, and they managed to find Nesk, but the diffuser is still dropped, and 20 seconds are on the clock.
Philipox has to go big here. Bounces the grenade, but saw the man too late. Breathes some of the dangerous smoke as Moringa just toys and takes some time. PSK has come back round. They cannot get the diffuser, so PSK pre-fires onto the body itself before they go for the swing. Moringa has the close angle. Liquid have the first map, and they are one step closer to that grand final.
Oh, what a map from Liquid that was, and what a map from Nesk. The 1v3 clutch then drops down the diffuser right before they want to go for the execute. They force MIBR into going for the kill game, which they weren't able to pick up. It's 1-0 for Liquid now. They managed to pick up Cafe more convincingly than they have been able to do ever before in the tournament here this year. And let's see if they can keep this up. Sure that they don't miss anything. As they get the electric claw now, the breach will happen.
It was a very clever play there. I was there waxing lyrical about, well, you can try and take the take and the top and push them down, and Liquid just went, well, if we cut them in the middle, then they can't go anywhere, and we can get them and cut them off as they try and flee. They were able to find 2. Obviously, one was off the back of an insane swing inside that top projector room, but since then, it's just now Liquid loads of time to get themselves set up here. The main wall of the site itself on this garage starts to open. They're droning around the side, and Falls is the next to fall here with more holes open above. There's one more for Palu, opening with himself a double, and as Sexy Cake goes to stick the diffuser, Philipox doesn't have a lot of options here because they're pretty much everywhere. There's one body behind you, they know where you are, and Liquid have a flawless opening.
Is he going to be able to find any is the big question, though, as he rotates through and will be able to try and find an angle. Goes inside a theater, but now knows when it's going to be inside of the copy room. And as the other one has fallen back down the stairs already, Palu's trying to put up some pressure right here from the library. The grenade will be coming in, will be landing right underneath its feet. The second one will be coming as well. There it is. Nesk picks up the kill. 48 left for 300 he is right now.
2 minutes wasted, though, by Luca, the loose man on the top floor, and now they've got to see if they can try and crack through the rest. That is jammed. No entrance for that for you for now, as it sits there on the other side of the muted wall. If you're wondering why it's there, it's the jammer that's got it. The Kaid Claw only has the 2 walls on the right-hand side, which means that he can sort of pull away and hope that they don't pick up the presence as soon as they're able to get that inside. Round the back of the spiral here, they're trying to take the pressure. There's one more to go through. Nesk, as Falls, is able to take care of Moringa in the split. The pre-fire comes. Nesk braves it and pushes the body back, but 20 seconds. They have to either try and capitalize on Piano or just charge their way down. The claw's gone. But the jammers are still present. It has to be a dig dive. It has to be something smashed through these stairs. It's Spiral that is the point of ingress. It's the back of Visa that wraps fires a C4, doesn't catch it, and that gives them the cue to go. Swing around the corner, can't quite get it. It's Falls and PSK, one apiece. The door of the kitchen goes into Liquid's favor. It's all down to Falls. He gets a quad. He gets the honor. He gets the ace.
As extra utilities being taken care of, there is still the yokai at the bottom of that hatch that can just jump up at any moment and stop a plant from happening. So they need to be quick. And as Moringa now will be going down, he's going to be making sure that the angle is no longer going to be allowed to be watched by Fouls. But there's still 2 C4s below. Like, it's all set up for failure for Liquid here.
Now as the drone gets dropped, Sexy Cake swings, takes it. Philipox a split second too late to blow that carrier out, but that does mean that that bomb kit is cold. PSK and heats up on the backside, drops wraps, but that's 10 seconds left, and that's them trying to flood their way back in and pick up the pieces, try and get the plant. They have the bodies below, they have the man in the connector, they have a lot of danger, and they have the one on suicide. It's quick trades all over the shop, and Liquid somehow stick it in and amongst the mix and the madness. The one precious kill came from the cover over that connector. Can they find these last 2 bodies that are trying to spiral their way up the aforementioned stairs? A dangerous dance over the door as they slip by towards the back of vending. Over and over the shield. Palu will give the game away. Has a grenade in pocket but doesn't need it. Finds the second, tries to fire the third, but it's Lukid. Hops over after getting one more, suddenly spraying round. 17 seconds. You've got to take this fight where you're at right now. They're baiting, can't get the rotate. He doesn't need it. Palu!
Rounds where MIBR is at risk of potentially not outdoing themselves or equalizing themselves, compared to the previous time when they were able to take the map. So, as Liquid going up, onto the balcony. It seems like they're setting up to go for a very quick push into the lobby right here. And there they go. They take care of it with a Gon 6. The cover is there from Nesk on the window. And the plant will go down. There's only 1 second left on that. There's no way they can stop that.
Well, the diffuser's planted. Lukin at least gets Moringa on suicide, but Nesk has a freebie. Dropped on the hatch, doubles up, and just kind of hangs around. Waits. PSK, in the meantime, going for a big rotate around the back of admin, but don't worry, man. Nesk has got it. One more for his tally, and he's hopped over to the other side for one more, and one more! And Nesk with an ace!
All the way from the window, every single kill!
Across the top.
Just making sure that slowly but steadily these roamers will be cleared out. Hoping to find them as well, as one of them is in theater. Paolo, in the meantime, very deep here in benches as well, and Lukin is coming up around the back. Might be trying to go for a bit of a retake, but if Paolo finds out that he might be flanked, he is of course going to be swinging around that. They have the drone, will be giving away the game, and there comes Paolo, comes in and gets that kill. Lukin drops 3 on 5 right now. Moringa will go down for just a little bit, and Reps will secure that kill, and they now know someone will be in lobby. Is Paolo going to go for the hunt? It does look like it, but Files, I believe, in the meantime. Okay, no, that's below, never mind. Raps inside the bathroom. 20 seconds on that clock. He is in a very good spot. If he continues to hold the vertical right here, he might have the opportunity to deny a plant.
Paolo is holding off the angle. He wants this fight. He takes it and he drops it. There is only a handful of seconds left, and they get an important kill downstairs for Leapox, but he gets dropped from above. Quad kill for Paolo. There's one more body, but it's PSK that takes it in Liquid.
Right around the corner is Lukin. Is Nesk aware? That is a big question here. Has to push in, has to get this kill, but he needs to make sure he doesn't get pushed from the back. He downs by Lukin. That's the entry here for MIBR.
Now as they spray across, it's Felipox with another one. The C4 has been able to lead them to a little bout of success, and they have doubled the body balance. They have dropped. Nesk and Moringa is gone as well. He hasn't quite had the big impact, but you've still got 3 big Liquid players on the board. The team of MIBR has to come together for this conceited effort of we can stop them, we can hold them at bay, set up the damn wall and see what structure is left remaining, because you still have a lot to play for. PSK looks to punish that Visa rotation down the stairs. They've shepherded the blue bodies all the way back down, and to be fair, that plays into MIBR's favor. There's one loose in Piano, one loose hold on the far side, and Raps is actually going to be able to take it. He wasn't in Piano, he was higher. He was all the way in CEO still. And that gives them another blow, and that gives us 20 seconds. They have the diffuser, sure, but they have very little else, and look at MIBR. They're creeping for damage and kills. Palu is all that is left. And 10 seconds and a cold diffuser. MIBR aren't pushing this too much, because the push they did at the start was more than... One thing that Liquid does have is these roams. They have a body on Spiral. They have one underneath Piano, I think it is right now. They still have C4 too. It's dangerous for MIBR.
It definitely will be, and as long as PSK stays alive, he's going to be a living drone, you can almost call it. There's still 2 more smoke canisters to try and stall out a bit of time. Nesk is still below with that Nitro to come in. If they start to go for the plant and the Sexy Cake tries to take the gunfight here, he might be pushed from below. Reduct in the meantime trying to go for a flank as Paolo picks up the kill. Onto him, however, will just be the cover. Gonna get another one right here. Raps will be able to pick one up. There's now 2 1P person in the site right there. Lukin, but Nesk has a C4 still available. The smoke will force him out. And with 10 seconds left, they need to try and get that plant going on.
They've gone for the recollect. They're looking to see if they can stick it behind the bomb chassis, but there's a body coming up Visa stairs. There's a C4 still underneath. There is Sexy Cake locking another round for Liquid. Has to be this man on the toilet. Lukin is here as well. 4 bodies trying to find the frag. Sexy Cake is fighting till the end at this point. They're not going to stop him, so he's going to try his best to cut them down. Gets one. Nesk, in the meantime, is able to find Raps on the split as well. They punish them because now they've lost that Habana. They've lost that Ash. They've lost a lot of that smash utility. There's still a body on the top floor. That's the danger right now, as Nesk is still up there. They've got the hatch open. They've got this momentum that they can swan down and drop on the heads of MIBR if they don't try and dig themselves deep into the site sooner rather than later. A 4 versus 3. Finally, the wall has fallen. But the MIBR players are pretty isolated right now. If that gets red, that could be a very quick punishment that, to be fair, Liquid, they're not pacing themselves too much. I'm still looking at the man on the hatch, and I'm looking at them go for this plant. The call will come out. They'll ask for Nest to come a little bit back. He gets one. Palu gets the cover, and they get their second map point.
And knows that he can be challenged in this place. And that means he has to stay put. He needs to wait for some support, and Nesk is on its way, trying to go through. To make sure that Moringa is allowed to potentially rotate out. He's trying to go all the way, but spots out a player on the side. It's going to be trying to go for the kill. Will be able to maybe get it. I'm not sure. He's still alive, though. Will fall in the end, and Nesk will as well. Paolo and PSK, the last two members alive. It was a valiant attempt to try and rotate out. But unfortunately for him, will not stick.
He was allowed a lot of time to try and build that, and they are finally able to find the punishment for him. They have this man advantage. They have a little bit to cling on to. It's just the setup and the final take as they find themselves face to face yet again with Palu, who has only died in rounds that Liquid have lost. And for now, he is still standing. And that's a bit of a worry. BSK is there too as they back their way round. Crouch, they find the backside as Palu finds the first sprays, gives the game away, and Palu gets the punishment there too. No way he finds two more for the tally. No way he's able to slip away, and Falls has everything to do to keep MIBR in with a hopes and a dream. He's swung on the corner of Harry Potter. He's buried with cover all the way deep, and he has a C4 in pocket. PSK can swing either side, and Falls is going to find the first fight. He doesn't know the rotations come through. 10 seconds that'll tick slowly.
Down to
Palu puts the pace, and the world is proud of that man, what he can do. Liquid with the cleanest 2-0 I think we've seen them play. Face just nip ahead of them. And you know NIP, they're probably a little bit concerned.
They will be concerned if you have a Palu that plays like this, if you have a Nest that plays like this. And look at the rest of Liquid showing up as well.